overcomer. Be an overcomer. Be an overcomer. What choice will you make? This is a pivotal time in your life, and I just need to know, where are you and what decision do you want to make? See, life will always throw us challenges, but it is my choice and my decision to make. If I want to be an overcomer, life will present you disappointments. Be an overcomer. Life will present you with delays. Be an overcomer. Life will present you with doubts. Be an overcomer. Life will present you with detours. Be an overcomer. See, being an overcomer isn't the absence of troubles. It isn't avoiding the hard times, but it is making a decision. What do I want to do in the moment? I'm at a crossroads. Where do I want to go? What do I want to do? Because the choice is yours. Overcomers, they rise to the occasion, even when it hurts, even when I cannot clearly see the way. An overcomer shows up anyway, because the overcomer understands that I hold the power. The decision starts with you. The decision starts with you. The decision starts with you. You have to decide that you want to be an overcomer. I'm telling you, you have to make the decision to be an overcomer. The overcomer is within you. You have to make the decision on whether or not you choose to activate it. What is your choice? What do you want? You must make the decision if it is going to happen. It's not going to happen if you don't choose for it to be. See, you're standing in your own way. See, I find myself standing in my own way. See, I'm talking to myself. I'm talking to me, and I'm just sharing my thoughts with you on tonight. I'm making the decision to be an overcomer because I find myself standing in my own way. I'm my biggest critic. So I have to understand that and then make the decision to overcome it, to decide that I'm going to be an overcomer, or this thing is going to overcome me. Either way that I go, there's going to be an overcoming happening. But am I going to allow the situation to overcome me, or will I be the overcomer? See, I want you to join me on tonight, and I want us to be in communion together and decide that we all want to be an overcomer. Be an overcomer. Be an overcomer. Be an overcomer. See, I am well aware, and I want you to understand that I understand that being an overcomer is not just all about saying it. It's not about a say. It's not about a wish. It's not about a hope. It's not about a dream. But I do understand that it is not just about saying it. I can't just say it. I can't just think it. But if I don't think it, if I don't say it, then it doesn't come into existence. I have to begin to think it. I have to begin to say it. I have to begin to understand that I need this to happen in my life if I want it to be. So I have to manifest that thing. I have to visualize it for it to come into existence. I have to understand the need to be an overcomer. It is a decision. You must want it. You must desire it. If it is ever going to happen, it's not going to happen if you don't want it to happen. Be an overcomer is an attitude. It is a mindset. It starts in my mind. It starts with my mindset. It starts with my demeanor. It starts with my attitude. If I want to be sad, then that's exactly where I'm going to be. But at least I can begin to recognize where I am and that a change needs to happen. And then what further actions do I need to take to make it happen? Listen, I'm not saying that being an overcomer is going to be easy. We may struggle, but we are in community together. We have a common goal, and we have people that are around us that are cheering us on so that we all get to where we want to go. See, we all want to be an overcomer, and for that to be, then we can be together to make it happen together. See, who doesn't want to succeed in life? Who plans failure? Who plans to fail? Who makes a plan and decides from the beginning of the plan, my plan is to fail. My plan is to not make it. My plan is that I'm not going to succeed. My plan is I'm not going to reach my goals. Who does that? A farmer doesn't plant seeds in a harvest and expect it not to grow. If I plant, I expect a harvest to come. It's an expectation. I know that it's going to happen because I've taken the necessary steps. You don't start out in life. You don't have a dream and then decide from the time of the dream, from the beginning of the dream, well, it's not going to work. I don't even know why I thought about it. I don't even know why I even started doing it. No one plans to fail. It's just that life begins to life and things begin to get into the way. And so then we begin to second guess ourselves. But who wants to fail? No, it's born within us. It's already within us. You were built for this. It's in your DNA. You are an overcomer. You just have to begin to act like it. You just have to begin to believe that you are it. You have to believe that it is within your reach. And then what are the steps that I need to do to get there? See, an overcomer is a person. Now, this is what I looked up on Google. It is a person who successfully deals with or gains control over a problem, difficulty, or struggle. And I'm going to say that again. An overcomer is a person who successfully, which means that it works out, deals with or gains control over a problem, a difficulty, or struggle, meaning a person who prevails despite opposition. The word overcomer often implies a sense of victory, not just survival. Be an overcomer. The word overcomer often implies a sense of victory, not just survival. So I'm not just surviving my situation. I am victorious in my situation. I'm not just, it's a victory. I'm winning. I won at this thing. It's not just about me surviving. It is about me being victorious. It is about me winning. So what I'm telling you is that you have to make up your mind to be an overcomer because you are one who is successfully deals with or gains control over a problem, a difficulty, or a struggle. You are successful in this thing. You gain control. You have control of the situation. The cards work out in your favor. You have control of it. I'm not just here to survive, but I'm here to be victorious. So you have to get out of survival mode, fight or flight, and get into living in victory. Because I'm an overcomer. See, when we meet our dreams and our hopes and we begin to succeed, see, I'm not just surviving. Surviving is just getting through life. It's just barely making it. It's just, I'm doing just enough. But I want to be victorious. I want to be an overcomer. It says that you have prevailed over opposition. So when something was coming to oppose you and to push against you, you succeeded. Be an overcomer. See, you fought back. Be an overcomer. And won. Be an overcomer. There will be problems and issues, but be an overcomer. If you're living, nothing is going to be free. Nothing is going to be free. I did not say it was going to be easy. I just said that you have to be an overcomer. I didn't say it was going to be smooth sailing. I didn't say that there was going to be nothing and all things was going to be great and life was no, you have to make the decision that you want it bad enough, because to be an overcomer already means that I have succeeded against opposition, that I've already succeeded, that struggle, that pull, I've already made it through. So since I've already made it through, listen, I'm getting to the other side. You've got to make it through to the other side. The problem is that we stop on this side of the problem. We never get over the hump to the success. You stay in the dark and you don't fight your way out the dark. And because you don't fight your way out the dark, you never are able to see the light. You have to fight out of darkness to see the light. If you only stay on the left and you never move to the right, how do you know what's over there? There's blessings on the other side. There's abundance on the other side. There's goodness on the other side. You have to just continue to go through. You have to go through it. Don't stop. I did a talk and I said, keep driving through the storm. The storm is coming. You're in the middle of the storm. But why stay in the middle of the storm when you can drive through and be an overcomer? And be able to succeed and have a testimony on the other side. It's what happens on the other side. Your greatness is on the other side of your fear. See, you allow fear and self-doubt and guessing, all of that to show up. But you don't allow confidence. You don't allow confidence, believing in yourself, going in spite of, doing it anyway, do it afraid. What about doing it afraid just to see what might happen? See, opposition shows up to show you who you are. Opposition shows up to show you your strength and your power that is within you. You get the chance to prove to yourself your value and your worth. Because I'm going to continue to go, because opposition is there to show me what I'm really made of. Opposition is there to show me what I'm really made of. I'm stronger than I think. I'm more powerful than I believe. So opposition is there to show me just how strong I am, not how weak I am. It doesn't come to highlight your weakness. It comes to highlight your strength. You just have to make the decision to be an overcomer. You have to make the decision that I want to be an overcomer. I want to be an overcomer, because because being an overcomer is about a mindset. It is about an attitude. Listen, when you want to be an overcomer, you have to do these three things. You have to acknowledge the challenge, shift your mindset, and take purposeful action. Acknowledge the challenge. See, you can't overcome what you won't face. Acknowledge the challenge. Acknowledge the challenge. You cannot overcome what you are not willing to face. I am building my business. I have to face the fact that it is going to be a challenge, that I'm not going to know everything, but that I have to be open and willing to learn. Many people get stuck because they are unwilling to recognize that there is going to be a challenge. So you have to recognize there's going to be a challenge, and you can't pretend that you're fine. You can't ignore your feelings. See, I don't ignore my feelings. I recognize that it's going to be a challenge, and I open myself up to be willing to face the challenge and to learn something new. So acknowledge the challenge. Take a moment to identify the battle, the fear, the self-doubt, the loss, the rejection, even the procrastination. See, I fight with. So I recognize that I fight with procrastination, and I wake up and I address that every day. And then you want to write it down and call it by a name. Is it fear? Is it loss? Is it rejection? Is it, you know what? I really don't know where to go. And so I know what to do or where to go. And so I need to phone a friend. Then remind yourself, this may be my battle, but it's not my identity. It's just a battle. It's not who you are. Face the challenge. Acknowledge the challenge. And acknowledging the challenge doesn't mean that you're weak. It just positions you for a breakthrough. It doesn't mean that you're weak. It just positions you to be able to get a breakthrough. So my first thing I want to do when I want to be an overcomer, I want to acknowledge the challenge. Then I want you to mind your mindset. Mind your mindset. Mind your mindset. Shift your mindset. Just shift your attitude about it. And shift your attitude about it is I can start off my morning with affirmations that I am enough, that I will show up for myself. You talk about there is greatness within, that I have the power to overcome whatever challenges present themselves today. And that when negative thoughts begin to show up, you have to remember that you are an overcomer and that you are in control of every single circumstance and everything that happens to you. You just have to mind your mindset and don't let people come into your world with negativity. So you have to acknowledge the challenge, shift your mindset, and then take purposeful action. Every day you need to have an action. What do I need to do that gets me one step closer to my dream? Make the call, send the email, pray over your move and then go. Pray over your move and then go. What happens is that we won't take action. We'll acknowledge it. We'll shift our mindset and then we get stuck. Don't get stuck. You gotta do number 3. Take purposeful action. Take the action. Make the call. Send the email again. Pray and make the move. Go. Take small steps. Whatever you need to do, be an overcomer. Be an overcomer. The choice is yours. This has been your Vitamin M. Be an overcomer.
Book Marchelle for your next event. Join the Sterling Inner Circle today. Please visit our website at www.marchellesterling.com.